You've probably heard of white noise. Maybe you've tried it for sleep or focus or blocking out a noisy neighbor, but white noise is just one color in a whole spectrum of sound. And depending on your brain, your sleep patterns, and what you're trying to accomplish, it might not even be the best one for you. Today we're breaking down 3 of the most effective noise colors for sleep and focus: white, pink, and brown, so you can figure out exactly which one your nervous system is asking for. And at each step, you're going to hear them for yourself. Let's get into it. White noise is where most people start, and there's a reason it became the default. It works. Here's the science behind it. White noise contains every audible frequency simultaneously, from the lowest bass rumble all the way up to the highest treble frequencies your ears can detect, all playing at equal intensity at the same time. The result is a consistent, unvarying hiss that the brain learns to treat as a neutral background. It essentially becomes sonic wallpaper, present enough to mask other sounds, but unremarkable enough that the brain stops paying attention to it. White noise is particularly effective for light sleepers who wake easily at sudden sounds, babies, and young children whose nervous systems respond strongly to consistent audio environments. Open office focus work, where conversation is the main distraction. The trade-off is that white noise can feel harsh to some people, particularly at higher volumes. The equal representation of high frequencies gives it a bright, almost abrasive quality, like the static between radio stations or the hiss of an untuned television. For people who are sensitive to high-pitched sounds, it can create tension rather than relieve it. Here's what white noise sounds like. Pink noise, however, takes white noise and turns down the treble. Technically, pink noise has equal energy per octave, meaning the lower frequencies are proportionally louder than the higher ones. The result is a softer, more balanced sound that many people find easier to listen to for extended periods. Think of it as white noise with the sharp edges sanded off. Pink noise appears everywhere in nature: the rustle of leaves in wind, the patter of light rain, the sound of a gentle stream. This isn't a coincidence. Many researchers believe that because natural soundscapes tend to follow a pink noise distribution, the human brain has evolved to find it inherently calming. It sounds, in a deep evolutionary sense, like safety. The research on pink noise and sleep is particularly interesting. Several studies have found that pink noise synchronized to brainwave activity during sleep can increase slow-wave sleep in the deepest, most restorative stage, and even improve memory consolidation overnight. It's one of the more promising areas of sleep science right now. Pink noise works especially well for people who find white noise too harsh or grating, anyone looking to deepen sleep quality rather than just mask sound, background focus work that requires sustained concentration over hours. Here's what pink noise sounds like. Brown noise, also called red noise, takes things even further in the low direction. Where pink noise turns down the treble, brown noise essentially removes it. The high frequencies drop away almost entirely, leaving a deep, rich, bass-heavy sound that most people describe as resembling a strong river current, a heavy rainstorm, or the low rumble of a powerful engine in the distance. It is the darkest, warmest, most enveloping of the 3. The name, incidentally, has nothing to do with the color. It comes from Robert Brown, the botanist who first described Brownian motion, the random movement of particles in a fluid, which, when translated into sound, produces exactly this kind of low-frequency drift. Brown noise has developed something of a devoted following in recent years, particularly among people with ADHD. Many report that the deep, consistent rumble quiets the kind of mental chatter that white or pink noise can't quite reach, as though the low frequency physically fills the space where intrusive thoughts tend to live. The science on this is still developing, but the anecdotal evidence is striking and consistent enough to take seriously. Brown noise works especially well for people who find both white and pink noise too bright or thin, ADHD and racing mind. The deep frequency seems to provide grounding, tinnitus masking. The low frequency profile covers a wide range of ringing without adding harsh, high frequency content. The deepest, most immersive sleep experiences. Here's what brown noise sounds like. So, which one is right for you? Here's the honest answer. There is no universally correct choice. Your nervous system is yours, and what it finds calming is genuinely individual. But there are some useful patterns. Start with white noise if you're a light sleeper who wakes at sudden sounds. You need something proven and consistent. You're using it for a baby or young child. Try pink noise if white noise feels too harsh or sharp. You want to potentially deepen sleep quality over time. You prefer sounds that feel more natural and organic. Go straight to brown noise if you have a busy, restless, or racing mind. You have ADHD or high sensitivity to sound. You want the most immersive, enveloping experience. White and pink noise have never quite worked for you. The best approach is simply to try each one for a few nights and pay attention. Your body will tell you. It usually does, if you give it the chance to. We have dedicated long-form videos for both brown noise and the other sleep sounds we've covered today. Links are in the description if you want to put any of these to the test tonight. If this video helped you figure out your noise, drop a comment below, white, pink, or brown. I'm genuinely curious which one wins. Subscribe for weekly sleep science and soundscapes, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night.